I'm Shazim Pasha. I'm a gemstone dealer and a jeweler. I source gemstones from different countries for my clients. Recently, I closed an emerald deal, aided by a close contact, Jeffrey, who is based in Thailand.
Test, test, test.
Yes, hi, can you hear me?
There we go, yes.
Now, I'm excited to source a royal blue sapphire from Sri Lanka. Jeremy is a friend I've known for a long while. He's planning to propose to his girlfriend and wants to surprise her with a sapphire ring.
So I think I want to go for sapphire, but she didn't actually tell me what color.
Sapphire is a precious stone. It comes in various colors, but the most popular is the blue sapphire. Based on the samples I showed him, Jeremy described the shade he had in mind. The one you chose is actually the brightest among whatever's here. That's enough for me to start searching. When I was 9 years old, my dad brought me and my mom to Sri Lanka for one of his purchasing trips. That was the first time I actually got introduced to a royal blue sapphire. As a young kid, seeing something so blue, so intense, so big, and so expensive really got my attention. Ever since then, I've always been seeking the next royal blue sapphire. In 2002, while in Sri Lanka, I met Munzir. Munzir is the son of the broker that we used in Sri Lanka. Hi Munzir, how are you, man?
Hi, Kareem. How are you? All good, all good. How are things with you?
Okay, same, you know how it is. And we really got along since day one. It's very easy for me to demonstrate or to request certain color stones from him, as he would understand what I was talking about. Munzir, how's the market in Sri Lanka right now? Are you seeing sapphires and everything?
Yeah, market is slowly catching up now, Shazim. Sapphires, we're seeing every day. But it's why that is actually these days.
Munzir, I'm actually looking for a 2 to 3 carat sapphire.
All right.
About maybe oval or cushion is fine, but the color has to be correct, right?
Yeah.
So I find it really difficult with other dealers because their perception of a color may be different from what I perceive it to be. Munzir will know how to find the perfect one based on our requirements, and I trust him completely.
Yeah, I can call a couple of dealers to come and show me the requirement you're asking for.
Right.
Let me try over here.
Okay, great. You know the color that I'm talking about, so I'm going to leave it to you. Try to help me get this stone, and then when you get the stone, just let me know straight away.
Definitely, I know your color. I know which one you need best one.
Okay, awesome. I'll speak to you soon then. Chalo. Okay, take care then. Bye. For all my blue sapphire, I've always purchased them with Munzir along my side, and I'm going to use him as well to help me source that stone that Jeremy is looking for. When I work with other dealers to obtain a particular stone, we will usually agree on a price range before scouting for one in the market. The purchase is then finalized based on the stone's quality. Sapphires are found globally, but the ones from Sri Lanka are amongst the most sought after. Sri Lanka is known as the Jewel Island, with about 25% of the total landmass thought to be filled with gemstones. At the heart of the country is the city of Ratnapura, a Sanskrit word for the city of gems, known as a hub of miners, traders, and exporters. In Ratnapura, most of the sapphire mining is done traditionally.
පුතෙක් විදියට මම කරන පළවෙනි පත්තල මගේ. ඊට කලින් වැඩ කළාව නිකන් පොඩි වැඩ කළා. එහෙම තමයි.
In Sri Lanka, it's the norm for a financier to front the money to assemble a team of miners to start digging for stones. Roshan, the financier, has taken on a new location to mine for sapphires.
ගලක් හම්බුනහම මෙහෙ වැඩ කරන කොට දුරට දෙකෙන් පංගුවට වැඩ ගන්න කට්ටියට දෙකෙන් පංගුවයි වැඩ පතලේ අයිතිකාරයට දෙකෙන් පංගුවයි බිම් පංගුව ලයිසන්ස් පංගුව ඔක්කොම කපලා
Most of Roshan's workers have more than 30 years of mining experience. After months of digging, Roshan and his workers are about to find out if they have found the right spot.
නැතිකොට ඉතින් අතින් කී කියලා දීලා වතලේ වැඩ කරන්න තියා ගන්න ඕන මිනිස්සුන්. නැත්නම් වැඩ ගන්න අමාරුනේ කට්ටියට.
තාත්තගේ ඉඩම් කඩම් මේවා. ඉතින් තාත්තා නැතුණාට පස්සේ ඒක සම්පූර්ණ ඉතින් අයිතිවාසිකම් තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් පතල් එහෙම ඉතින් ලයිසන් හදලා මේගොල්ලෝ තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒක කරගෙන යනවා. ඉතින් මමත් ඉතින් බලනවා හොයනවා. වලින් නම් ගල් ඉතින් කියන්නේ ඒ තරම් හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ගානක් ඉතින් මතක යන්නේ නැහැ. කෝටියකට වැඩි අරන් තියෙනවා මුදල්. ඒ උඩ නිල් සතු වෛරෝඩි ඒ ගල් තමයි ගරලා තියෙන්නේ.
The miners must first find the gem-bearing gravel underground.
තව ටිකක් බලන්න.
There's no guarantee the miners will find blue sapphires. They are rare. The team will continue to dig further.
මේ පතලේ දැනට නම් 5 දෙනෙක් වැඩ. දැන් අපි 5 දෙනෙක් දෙක වලක් දාලා ඒ වලේ ඉල්ලම් කරලා ඒ වල තියාගෙන තව වලක් දාලා තමයි ඒ අර වලින් වතුර අයින් කරන ගමන් තමයි අර වල වැඩ කරන්නේ. බලගෙන යනකොට ඉතින් තට්ටු ගහලා ගට්ටු 3ක් 4ක් විතර වදිනවා මේ හරියනම්.
The digging will continue till they find gem-bearing gravel. Some pits could go as deep as 100 meters before they find the gem gravel.
අන්න මේ හරියනම් අඩි 10ක් 12ක් වගේ තමයි තියෙන ඉල්ලමට.
Water is pumped out as the miners continue digging.
ඉස්සලා වල බහැලා ඉල්ලම් කඩලා ගොඩ දානවා. තට්ටුවෙන් තට්ටුව දෙන්න ඉන්නවා කට්ටිය. වල එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා තට්ටුවක් උඩ තව එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා තව තට්ටුවක් උඩ තව එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. එහෙම කෙනෙක් පාස් කරනවා.
The muddy deposits are collected in an area before they are filled into smaller baskets and washed.
ඒක කරලා ඊට පස්සේ නාම්බු බලනවා.
වටගල් වැටෙන්න ඕන නේ.
Today, the team finds a variety of small stones such as garnets, spinels, and potentially a pink sapphire.
මෙහි තියෙන ගල් හරිම පිරිසුදු. බීදුරු ගුණේ ගල් වගේ තමයි මෙහි ගොඩක්ම තියෙන්නේ. සුදු කපලප දැම්ම වගේ පෙනුමක් තියෙනවා ගලේ. අපේ දැන් ලොකු ගලක් එහි හම්බුනට වඩා නැමිස් පළුදු වලින් වැඩි නා. දැන් මෙහි ගල් පොඩි ගල් හම්බුනත් පිරිසුදුයි නා. ඒ ගල් වලට අර ලොකු ගල්ට එනවට වැඩිය පොඩි ගලේ මෙහි මිලක් තියෙනවා.
When the miners find the stones, they must surrender them to the financier, who will take them to the market to secure a buyer.
හොරකම් කරන්නේ නැතුව කිසිම වංචාවක් නැතුව අපි හාමුදුරුවෝ තමයි ඒ ගල ලැබෙන්න සලස්වන්නේ. මුලින්ම කරන්නේ ඒක තමයි.
ඔය ඒ කාමරේ විතර හදාන බැලුවාම ඉන්නවත් තිබුණොත් ඕන නැතා හෝ අපිට කොහොමද අරින්නන් තියෙන අපි ගන්න අනිවාර්යයෙන්. ඔව්.
අමාරුවේ
ඒ කාමරේ ඒ පැත්තේ ඉන්න. ඔව්.
ඔයාටත් වැටෙන්න පුළුවන්.
පස් දෙනෙක් ගත්තොත් බෙලඳු පස් දෙනාගේ අතර තියෙන මෙලවල් පහක්. පස් දෙනා අතරින් වැඩි මිලට තමයි දෙන්නේ. අපි වෙන්දේසි දානවා කියලා තමයි මිස් ඒකට කියන්නේ.
Roshan constantly engages his workers to discuss the next step and keeps everyone in the loop.
කොලයක් දුන්න ගමන් හරි. මිනිහාගේ කරලා සටක් දැහැදිලා ගන්නවා. ඒ මිනිහත් තමයි අපිත් තමයි.
ඒ දවස් දෙකේ මේ ටික පාත් කරමු.
අපි බොරු වැඩක් ඒකට.
මේ රස්සාවේ හැටි මිස් මැනික් හම්බුනොත් අපිට හොඳයි.
There are times when the team does not find a single stone, and then there are those where they strike it big when they find a rare blue sapphire.
නිල් කියන මැනික් ටිකක් දුර්වලයි. ඒ වුණත් හම්බුනොත් මිලයි. හොඳ නිල් ගලක් අපිට හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. අපි ඒක කොටි එකමාරකට වගේ මුදලකට විකුණුනා. ඒකෙන් අපිට හම්බු තපාඩු නොවෙන්න සල්ලි දුන්නා. මගේ ජීවිතේ වැඩිම පතල්සේ වැඩිම මුදලකට විකුණන්නේ ලොකුම ගල ඒක තමයි.
මාස් තුනේ ඉතින් වලවල් 10කට කිට්ටු වෙන දැම්ම දැන් චූටි දලන් වගේ පොඩි කැලේ තමයි හම්බුනේ. තාම මේ ලොකුවට වාසියක් උන්නේම නැහැ. ඉස්සරහට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඉතින් ගල් කැලක් ගන්න.
I'm Shazim Pasha. I'm a gemstone dealer and a jeweler. I source gemstones from across the world for my clients. I deal in all kinds of gemstones, but more than 50% of my deals are usually on diamonds. This may be because customers already have a lot of awareness and know-how on how to buy a diamond as compared to colored stone. I'm meeting a new client, potentially for a diamond deal.
Well, I've always loved beautiful things, and all the more so for gemstones that were, really small objects that sparkle, yet carry such a huge price tag. Well, I got to know Shazim through a friend. This friend of mine got his engagement ring through Shazim, and he told me that Shazim is somebody who would be able to walk me through the gem purchasing process. So the thing is, I could choose to put my money in art, in wine, in other things. I felt a stone, or rather a diamond, for example, could be something that I could hold on for future generations. The thing is that for Shazim, I like that he was not overselling, but more trying to educate me on the characteristics of any stone out there.
A week ago, I met Jeremy, who wanted a sapphire ring to propose to his girlfriend. I'm sourcing a royal blue sapphire from Sri Lanka through a trusted contact.
Hi, Shazim. How are you? All good?
Munza, I'm actually looking for a 2 to 3 carat sapphire.
Okay. It's not going to be easy to find, but that's right. The craft of cutting and polishing stones in Sri Lanka dates back to more than 2,000 years, and gems have been mined on the island for even longer. After the stones are mined, some end up at the cutting and polishing facilities.
ස්වභාවික පරිසරයෙන් අපි ගන්න රප් ගලකදී ඒ ගල අපි ඕන ආභරණයකට අල්ලනකොට ඒක උපමට්ටම් කරන්න ඕනේ. මොකද අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් රප් දෙයක් පළඳින්නේ අඩුයිනේ. ටිනාකම හා විද්‍යාත්මකව මේ ඒකේ තියෙන අර ආකර්ෂණයේ ගුරුත්වාකර්ෂණ බලය සියල්ලම අපි රැක ගන්න නම් ජෙම් කටින් එකේ අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම කට් ඇන්ඩ් පොලිෂ් වලට යන්න ඕනේ.
Modern gem cutting craft in Sri Lanka began in the early 80s. And while the methods used are still traditional, there have been vast improvements in how the stones are cut and polished here.
කරනකොට අංශක 90 ඊට පස්සේ අංශක 45 ආවර්තනය පරාවර්තනය කියන විද්‍යාත්මක දේට පදනම්ම තමයි ගලේ සියලු ගුණාත්මකව රැක ගන්න වෙන්නේ. කට්ටන් පොලිස් කරාම පස්සේ ගලේ අර රබ් ගතිය අයින් වෙලා ගල ඇතුලේ තියෙන විනිවිදභාවය සහ කලයක ඩස්ටර් එකක් වශයෙන් උඩට එනවා. උඩට එනකොට අර ආවර්තනය පරාවර්තනය කියනත් එක්ක අර සූර්යා එළිය ඒ ආභරණයට වදිනකොට හා ලයිට් එළියක් වදිනකොට ඒ දිස්නේ ගන්න පටන් ගන්නවා.
There aren't many females working in lapidaries in Sri Lanka, but Ajit has trained several female cutters and polishers. Mangalika has worked here for 8 years.
අවුරුද්දක විතර කාලයක් පුරුදුනා සර්ගෙන් තමයි වැඩ පුරුදුනේ. සතියක් විතර එකම වර්ගයක් කරනවා බ්ලූ සෆායා, yellow සෆායා. එක සතියෙන් සතිය වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඉස්සර වෙලා බ්ලූ සෆායා නම් ඒ ලොට් එක ඉවර කළා මේ මාරු කරන්නේ නැතුව ඉවර කරලා ඊට තමයි අනිත් වර්ගේ පටන් ගන්නෙ.
Cutting and polishing are all about patience.
සයිස් එකයි කට් එක යනුව වෙලාව වෙනස් වෙනවා. ලොකු සයිස් එකක් වුණොත් පැය භාගයක් විතර, පොඩි සයිස් එකක් වුණොත් විනාඩි 20කින් වගේ පුළුවන් ඉවර කරන්න. දෙපැත්තම ෆිනිෂ්. ඇත්තට මේ ජොබ් එක හැමෝම කරන්න කියන්නේ භාවනාවක් වගේ වැඩක් නිසා මේ හැමෝම කැමති නෑ කරන්න. හැමෝටම හරියන්නේත් නෑ. ඇත්තටම ගොඩාක් ඉවසීම තියෙන්න ඕන. ඉවසීම නැත්තම් කරන්න අමාරුයි.
ස්වභාවිකයෙන් මේ වගේ නිර්මාණශීලී ගතියක් කරන්න බෑ. මොකද මේක නිර්මාණශීලයක්. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා අද තියෙන එකම ප්‍රශ්නේ තමයි සමාජයේ මිනිස්සු මේ වගේ දේවල් වලට පෙළඹෙනවා අඩු. ඉතින් අන්න ඒක නිසා අපිට පොඩි අඩුවීමක් තියෙන. හැබැයි මේ වෘත්තිය හරියට අවුරුද්දක් හෝ එකමාරක් ඉගෙන ගත්ත කෙනෙක් මේ අතහැරලා යන්නේ නැහැ.
From my observation, the standard of lapidary services in Sri Lanka has improved since the 1990s. In recent years, the finished stones from Sri Lanka have been recognized internationally.
අපිට ඉතින් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ගලක් කැපුවට පස්සේ අපි નિયમિત ප්‍රමිතියට කැපුවොත් සාමාන්‍ය පොළොවේ ලැබෙන රෆ් ගලකින් ඒ වගේ 6 ගුණයක් වගේ වටිනාකමකින් වැඩි කිරීමක් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්. මට්ටම් කිරීමේදී. උදාහරණයක් වශයෙන් අපි රුපියල් 1000කට ගත්ත ගලක් අපි කපලා විකුණනකොට ඒක අපි අර කටින් චාර්ජ් එක කියලා රුපියල් 1200ක් 1300ක් නෙවෙයි විකුණන්නේ. ඒක කෙලින්ම රුපියල් 7000කට වගේ ලොකු වැලියු එකකට තමයි අපි ඒක දෙන්නේ.
There are now around 15,000 stone cutters in Sri Lanka.
නෑ මගේ තියෙන වැඩපොලේ අනුව මම වෙළඳ පොලේ අවශ්‍යතාවය සහ මගේ ජාත්‍යන්තර බිස්නස් කරුවන්ගේ අවස්ථාව අනුව ඒ අවශ්‍ය කාලෙන් කාලට එක මැණික් වර්ග වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඒ වෙනස් වෙනකොට අපේ වෙළඳ පොලේ තියෙන සියලුම ගල් වර්ග අපි සොයා ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ සොයාගෙන තමයි එයාලට අවශ්‍ය දේ අපි මෙහෙන් නිෂ්පාදනය කරලා දෙන්න ඕනේ. මොකද අපි අවශ්‍ය නැති දේ නිෂ්පාදනය කරොත් වෙන්නේ අපි ළඟ මුදල් හිරවීමක් කරනවා. අපි ඉතින් ඒ හිරවීමට ගොඩක් දුරට යන්නේ නැහැ. හේතුව මොකද ඒ අවශ්‍ය දේ පමණක් තෝරාගෙන අපි දිනින් දින ඒ අවශ්‍යතාවය තමයි ඉෂ්ට කරන්නේ.
Not long ago, I got a good deal for an Alexandrite from Indonesia. The stone seemed flawless, free of impurities and inclusions. But my dad taught me never to fall in love with a stone at first glance and to get every stone verified. As a trained gemologist, I can certify a stone, but it will be a conflict of interest to certify gemstones that I buy and sell. So I take the Alexandrite to a reliable lab for it to be analyzed using special equipment. Singapore is home to a few of them. I'm looking at Mr. Cheng.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Cheng. I wanted to show you
sit down, please.
this stone. I just want to check whether it's authentic.
3.00 carats.
Okay.
So I will check. I let you result first.
Okay.
Then later we print the report for you.
Okay, please just call me and then I'll come down straight away.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Thank you so much, Mr. Cheng.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Fakery is common in our industry, and even an eye as experienced as mine can be fooled. As a gemstone dealer, I work with a network of trusted contacts. In Sri Lanka, my friend Munzir is looking for a blue sapphire on my behalf. As the capital of Sri Lanka, Colombo has many gemstone traders, although the mines and gemstone markets from other towns are more famous. Munzir is based here.
I'm in this trade for about more than 10 years now. I got to know about this trade from my father. He's in this trade for a long period of time now. My work mostly involves in supplying stone for my foreign clients. So what they do is some of my clients ask for some particular stones. They might send me a picture and asking for I need the same color, same shape, and same size. So I have to hunt for that stone somewhere in Colombo. Either if I'm not getting Colombo, I have to run out for Beruala. So those are my main kind of works are here. Kitna carat is? 16 carat. 16 carat. Shazim, actually, I got to know from my father. So Shazim's uncle and my father they were both like friends. So when Shazim came first to Sri Lanka, I got to know him. Whenever he coming to Sri Lanka, he rather called me. Actually, he won a 2 to 3 carat blue sapphire, cushion shape one. Even though he said he don't mind oval shape as well. So he said the color should be perfect. When he was here last time, he bought a perfect stone, a perfect color. So he won the same color this time. It's kind of a bit difficult to find one, so I had to look for it.
Munzir has asked his contacts to show him a 2 to 3 carat sapphire. But my main request is the color. I want a royal blue, and that's a tough one to come by.
Itam color there in the color of my town. He's my color, cushion shape, like in a oval shape. I'm part. You don't know on the Kailon will live. I'm part. 3 carat my size, cushion like oval shape.
None of Munzir's contacts seem to have one on hand.
I have to travel to Beruala. I have to look for the same stone over there.
Beruala is a 2-hour drive from Colombo. The town marks the first Muslim settlement on the island. The Tamil language spoken in this coastal town has a mixture of Portuguese, Arabic, and Sinhala terminologies. The residue of colonization and cultures of people who used to trade here in Beruala. Munzir has some good connections to help him hunt for my sapphire.
This is called Beruala Gem Market. People around from all over the country, all the gem merchants come here on Wednesdays and Saturdays. This is the biggest gem market in Sri Lanka, actually.
Stones from the different mines across the country can be found in this gemstone market.
You can see stones from all over the world here, actually. Not only from Sri Lanka. People who go to Madagascar, Tanzania, then Colombia, everywhere you can see all the stones here. Whatever the stones you want, you can get it over here.
Foreign buyers too come to this market, and it's been regarded as one of the safest open gem markets in the world.
Walaikum salam. I'm looking for a 2.5 carats blue sapphire, royal blue color for Shazim. So I'm in a hunt of that in this market today.
What usually happens is a buyer like Munzir will sit in a dedicated office and sellers will approach with any stones available on hand. Although Munzir is on the hunt for my specific sapphire, he pays attention to other opportunities and sees if he comes across something attractive that he can acquire. You'll never know when and who will turn up with a good piece of stone.
The good sapphire depends on color, clarity, size. The main thing is the good sapphire is color, and clarity is very important. Get 100% cleans are very rare, and there will be some small slight inclusions.
I gave Munzir a tough task to find a royal blue sapphire without inclusions. Inclusions in a sapphire can come in the form of tiny fractures or even other types of crystals that are trapped inside. Inclusions do affect the value of all gemstones. The price range for a clean royal blue sapphire that I'm looking for is about $3,000 per carat.
Actually, these are not man-made stones. These are come from the ground minerals. So it has to be some small slight inclusions in it. So very rare to get 100% ones. So we had to avoid everything to get a good stone.
Munzir has good contacts in the market. He knows his way around and decides to go to another buyer's office nearby. The word is out on the streets. Now he has to wait. With dozens of stones coming in, Munzir must analyze them carefully. Finding the right stone is no easy task. You need patience. Only then will the right gem appear.
Pretty face.
Customer care cushion shape only, is a color, weight, everything okay.
Thing is shape.
Shape that either they could cut and the shape called Marty and Thalet into a latte.
What I like about Munzir is that he never gives up easily and he hates waiting around. He heads out to the streets to see if there are any options.
Blue.
Yes, sometimes it's very difficult to identify a good stone and a fake stone. So that's why we have to go for a genuine gem lab to get certified it's a gem or a fake one. We can identify a good stone with some inclusions because man-made stone cannot add some inclusions in it. So with some inclusions, we can identify a good stone.
Looks like Munzir's street hunt didn't help. He's aware that the stone is for a special occasion, so it's important for me to get the best color.
It was quite stressful. See, I thought I might be getting it very easily. When I'm looking for a 2.5 carat blue sapphires, there was about lots of people in front of me and then putting all the kind of stones, some yellow sapphires, pink sapphires, and I was particularly looking for a blue sapphire.
This market never get that stone like that quality. This is what it is. Nice piece.
Wow. So I had to go through all those processes. So first shop I was looking for, I couldn't find it. And the next shop I went, I found most about 90% the similar one, but still I don't think Shazim managed with it. So I had to refuse it.
Munzir is back at his office. And just when he's deciding if he should return another day, a seller comes with a possible stone.
Walaikum salam. Finally, I bought what is his requirement 100%. I managed to find it. It's a cushion shape, 2.5 carat, royal blue color. And I bought it at a reasonable price as well. I think he will be very satisfied with it. Now the next step is I have to send him the stone. So I have to go through those processes now.
Remember the beautiful Alexandrite I put in for testing? The lab just called.
我们鉴定的石头的种类是非常多，所有的宝石我们都可以鉴定。所以当然，我们在这其中里面，顾客送来的石头也有发现是人造的 synthetic 或者 man-made 或者是 glass。The report is ready. Okay, let me show you the stone. Okay. Okay, your list stone is the synthetic Alexandrite. Yeah, synthetic is man-made. It's the lab-grown the stone. It's not naturally covered from the earth. Yes. 只不过天然的是从地底下挖出来的，合成的便是从实验室生长出来的。因为合成的宝石跟天然的宝石，它们具有相同的化学成分、晶体结构，还有呢就是物理性质，所以它们的其实是很相似的。可是呢，因为毕竟合成宝石是从实验室生长出来的，它们里面的一些生长结构或者有一些内部的特征会有一定的差异的。So the stone is a synthetic Alexandrite. The weight is 3 carats. And also have color change, and these are all the inclusion, magnification, all have very stone is clean, but have little bit of inclusions. Okay, report is here, and stone is here. Okay, report is here. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you. I'll see you again, lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tang. See you.
Thank you.
Bye. Just got the results from the lab. It wasn't what I was expecting. The stone is a synthetic Alexandrite. It's common in this industry that stones are mistaken for something else. In fact, Queen Victoria herself thought that the red crystal in the imperial crown was actually a ruby. It was in fact red spinel. This stone was a bit too clean for my liking, so I'm not too disappointed, but I'm glad that this is just out of the way. In a situation such as this, it gets complicated because I have to send the stone back to the seller and try to claim the money back. The seller might not be aware that the stone is synthetic. I don't deal with synthetic stones. And my advice is, when in doubt, always get the stone tested or seek a second opinion. I'm Shazim Pasha, the gemstone dealer and the jeweler. A client, Jeremy, wants a sapphire ring to propose to his girlfriend. For shapes, what are you looking at?
Yeah, I think I like this shape, but without the halo.
Right.
Like a oval sapphire.
I got in touch with my contact in Sri Lanka, Munzir, to source for an oval-shaped sapphire. And most importantly, I asked for the royal blue color. A rare one, I must admit.
King is shape.
Shape tang boleh pemira.
After quite the hunt, Munzir secured the right sapphire for me. I got it set into a ring based on the client's specifications. I really need to thank Munzir for all his work here because he was the one who went to the market and sourced this beautiful stone for me. So here it is. Let me know what you think.
Oh, the color's really bright. Wow. Oh, this is really nice. It's really beautiful, man. Thanks.
I think the setting is fantastic because it really makes the stone stand out. I've kept the packaging really simple. I usually give people who are really close to me or my friends that I know from before this box. And the good thing about this box is that it has a light, which means that they can propose even at night. And I think this will help him plan for a good proposal in the future. I think this design also suits this stone. It really brings out the color of the stone. And the whole focus actually goes on the sapphire.
The ring's really beautiful. It turned out even better than I imagined. Shazim did a really good job in the design and how it all turned out. Right? I'm really excited to show this to my girlfriend, and I'm sure she'll love it.
I think the study of gemology is very important to the gem business. It teaches you knowledge and it gives you all the information that you need to decipher what the stone is. It's a stepping stone if you want to make a career in the gemstone business. I'm here to meet Miss Tanya, who runs a jewelry school in Singapore. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, Shazim. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Back in the day, when I was doing my gemology, there were no schools available. I had to do my gemology classes overseas. I'm really excited to see what are the kinds of things that Tanya teaches in this school.
Assemble in a very professional way. So when you look at a lot of the examples here, these are not the rubies and emeralds and sapphire high jewelry, but they're also not the mass production and very cheap costume jewelry. So it's a whole different area, which is very popular right now.
The gemstone industry is closely tied to the jewelry industry. It goes hand in hand. So the study of jewelry making is crucial to the business of gemstones.
It's an extensive amount of tools for the fashion jewelry. They have everything they need to be able to do extensive projects. You can use less tools. I've been in the industry all my life. I started in the 1980s and I learned from the GIA, Gemological Institute of America, where I became an instructor with them for several years. So this industry has always been a little bit difficult to find your way into because it's been often going from father to son and from his son to his son. But there's no reason why we can't have people from other industries coming into our industry to learn more about what we do. So Shazim, this is something that started to come about in the 1990s, the digital jewelry design, and it's really picked up at this stage. So nowadays, people can actually create something digitally, and then they can put it on their websites, and then they can even make sales online, which a lot of people are already doing. We have so many new developments in our industry. I think that sometimes when people have been in the industry for so long, they don't realize the changes that are happening. And so this is where education is very, very important.
This is going to be the end product of what it is that we're working on, which is a piece of metal that then you can set gemstones into and you can polish up to create a finished piece.
Great. Shazim, we're going to put you in class today and see how you enjoy a class. Please sit comfortably over here.
Thanks, great. It's been a long time.
Yeah, fantastic.
While looking around at the premises, Tanya invited me to join one of her classes and allowed me to sit in and observe how she conducted the class.
So, on the table, you can see lots of beautiful gems. There's a focal distance of 1 inch to 1 inch. You can't distinguish a synthetic from a natural with your naked eye. So you're going to have to find out a little bit more. But at least here,
she was talking about various gemstones, and sitting in and listening and observing what she was doing made me reminisce about the time when I was a student and in a gem school.
oh, that's great, Dana. Dana's doing a color on this. It's medium or dark tone.
It's like a medium.
It's a medium tone. Well done. Excellent.
I found out that there was so much more to jewelry than just diamonds. So I wanted to learn more about all these gemstones. And before this, everything was just short workshops and self-taught, researching online. So I knew I definitely wanted to brush up on my skills and build a solid foundation.
And this one's open, right? Yes.
I hope that down the road, Singapore can become more of a jewelry hub and attract jewelry designers and enthusiasts from all around the world here to create a more vibrant jewelry industry.
This one here.
Despite being a tiny nation, Singapore's jewelry industry is estimated to be worth a whopping $3.5 billion US. Previously, I met Ming Yang, who's interested to buy a Type 2A diamond as an investment. For diamonds, I usually source in Europe and America, but at this moment, I'm leaning towards India.
Whenever you have work, you call me, otherwise you never call me out, yeah?
Not only
What is it now?
But it is about work actually.
I know you.
I'm connecting with a friend of mine from my gem school days who is based in New Delhi.
So how's everybody at home? How's everyone? How's
Good, all good.
Come to India, I'll travel here, no? We'll go to some good places here.
Yeah. Rashad primarily works with what is known as Polki jewelry. Polki jewelry often uses diamonds that are cut to the rough shape of the stone. As this results in no two stones being alike, the demand is quite high. Rashad deals with rough diamonds day in, day out. He's the best person to source my request at this moment. I need to find something and I need your help.
Yeah, please tell me.
Okay, I'm looking for like a 2-carat D flawless, has to be Type 2A round diamond.
Okay, as of now, I don't have a polished stone with me. So what we can do, maybe I know someone who has recommended me, he has a 4 to 5 carat D flawless rough with him.
It's D flawless for sure. Have you seen the rough? You've seen the rough?
I have seen the rough.
Okay, great.
And yeah, so I think it's been almost 15-20 days back. I met him. So I think we can get 2 carat out of it, hopefully.
Awesome. Where's this rough from?
This is from Sierra Leone only.
Ah, nice. I think for cutting, I have a couple of people who I really am very close with, and they really do really great jobs. So I think I'll set you up for the cutting. I might need your help if this is the right rough, and then I might need you to help me go to Surat and get it cut.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, Rashad, then I think that's about it. I'll wait for your call.
Sure. I'll call you up in the evening today.
Take care then. Thank you so much.
Okay, take care.
Chalo, bye. I've traveled around the world to look for diamonds. Places like Indonesia, where I went to look for some colorless white diamonds. My most memorable trip has to be the one in Tanzania. The culture there was different, the people were different, and there was an excitement and a buzz when I mingled with the people. And I always remember those trips. There are many diamond-producing countries across the globe. One of them is Sierra Leone. The country is rich in diamonds with more than 13,000 square kilometers of diamond fields. Civil war raged here in the 1990s. Even in the war zones, diamond mining went on. The rebels used the gems to finance their war, hence the terms blood diamonds and conflict diamonds. The war ended in 2002. Rashad mentioned that he saw a 4 to 5 carat rough that was a D flawless and a potential Type 2A originating from Sierra Leone. It's imperative that all my gemstones that I source are conflict-free. Same goes for diamonds especially. In 2003, the Kimberley process was established by way of a United Nations resolution. This system tracks diamonds from the mine to the market and regulates the policing surrounding the export, manufacture, and sale of the products. All the Kimberley country members are not allowed to trade with non-members. When I do purchase rough diamonds, I have to get a Kimberley certificate at source before exporting them out to wherever my port of exit is. Essentially, obtaining a Kimberley certificate means you're complying with the United Nations regulation. Failing to do so means you're against the law.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, yes.
So I got the rough. Yeah, just please have a look.
Okay.
So diamond, this will look for now. I only will fix with them we get we clean that know this and I will not see value.
This way, Shazim.